Hey Luv Bugs. So welcome to 2022. It feels weird saying 2022. Like that's just I don't know, it just sounds weird. But welcome. So before we get into any video, we still got weed from the last video. So I always do a vision board every year. I started to do it on New Year's. So that's where like all of these came from New Year's. And I did that coming into the New Year's. I set my expectations for myself, and yeah, that's what we're just gonna finish this. So I couldn't find a cute like 2022 like situations in the magazine, so I printed off my own. So some I printed off on paper, and then some that I wanted to like look a certain way, I printed it off on oh my god, I forgot one. It's fine, I'll do that later on. But I printed off on photo paper. And then I have glitter because I just needed to look. Okay, I needed to look. And then I also put it on gold paper as well, so it can, you know, pop. I really don't want to like just cut around the 2022. I have like a blade for paper or whatever, so I'm gonna use that to really cut or whatever. We'll see. And then yeah, I'm just gonna talk through my vision board and just say what I want, my expectations for myself for this year and all of that. So, you know, let's get into this girl chat, okay? Okay. So last year, so I ended December with doing what's that called, Vlogmas, and I'm proud of myself that I did it. It is my second or third time doing it. With this year, I was blessed to be off of work majority of December because of like I needed a mental break from work, and I needed to finish getting therapy for my hip. So I was blessed to have majority like almost all of December off. So it did help with like doing certain things because it gets like dark super fast, and so if I wouldn't have like been able to have December off, all of my videos just would have been like just dark or whatever. I didn't get to do all of the things that I've written down, which is fine. But I'm happy that I did it. Like at first I wasn't gonna do it because when you think of Vlogmas, you think of family, you think of like couples doing things, and that is really like my challenge in life, period. And I'm also like in therapy as well because I just had like a mental like breakdown. When did I have it? I had it in like, it started in October, I want to say, and I was just like depressed. Like I'm not going to say like I'm fully out of the depression, but I'm not where I was, because like I was crying every day. Like somebody asked me what's wrong with me, I would burst out crying. I did not know what was wrong with me. I was just in a depressive state. I was. So I am in therapy for that or whatever. But I always told myself that you can't do certain things if you're single, or you can't achieve certain things if you're single. So for example, I have this beautiful house on here, and this is a real house. It is out here in Indiana. Type of build of home they had in Atlanta. It's a 3-story home, and how they have like the bedroom set up, it's a Jack and Jill bedroom situation. I love houses like that. And it also like how the master bedroom, like I'm not saying it's like upstairs by itself, but you have to go up like 4 steps to get to, so it's like sectioned off from like the rest of the bedrooms. And I don't know if I said this before, but I used to live with my mother up until like last year, and she you know, like nothing happened, we just, you know, just moved away from each other. She got in a serious relationship or whatever, and it just would have been awkward for all of us to live together. We were living together for, you know, just because it was financially like smart to or whatever. And so until one of us got in a serious relationship or whatever, or until one of us just couldn't take the other. But we were living together. She moved out, and my older brother, he has a disability, and so he could never live by himself because he needs someone there or whatever. And so she thought, and I thought as well, because I started looking for apartments or whatever, she thought that he was just gonna go live with her or whatever, because, you know, that like she is his caregiver or whatever. But he said, no, I don't want to live with you. I want to live with Bree. I feel like I will have more freedom or whatever. And I'm not, like, I was okay with it. I didn't know it was, I'm not going to say it was like a burden, because he's not a burden, and I don't want him to feel like he's a burden. I didn't know it was that much of a responsibility to be someone's caregiver, and then also have like a 9-to-5 as well, and then also trying to be like successful on here. I'm not saying he's like 100% disabled, but he does need help with some things or whatever. And so yeah, I just didn't I didn't know I didn't know I didn't know. And so hats off to any mothers that is raising a child that has a disability. You are strong, okay? Hats off to any caregivers, you know, that is raising someone with a disability. You're strong. And so it's been a year now that we've lived together, and he's saying that he enjoys it, and that if I move, you know, he just wants to stay with me, and I don't have a problem with it. But since he can never like have his own place, my big thing is I want to get a house that has either like a basement or 2 master bedrooms. Like, I just want to be able to give him his own space. A basement to me will be more beneficial and more better, because I can set it up as if it was like his own little apartment, so that way he can feel some sense of independence and some sense of like him being out on his own, even though I'll be upstairs if he ever need me or whatever. Like, I'm not that far away from him. So that is my goal, to have like a big basement so I can fix it up for him. That's what I want. And so I delayed myself, because I always thought, oh, you cannot do this, you can't do that, you can't get a house because you're not married. And when you get married, your husband, like, no one wants a woman that's that successful. Like, I put off doing a lot of things because I'm like, I gotta wait for my husband, and I didn't live my life. And that's how majority of my 20s was like, and that is part of like my depression. Like, in October, I said, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be 30 in 6 more months. And I just broke down and I started crying because I'm like, I didn't get to live my life. I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do before I turned 30. And so I wanted to be, I'm not going to say I want, and I'm not going to put it past tense. I want to be married, but I don't want to keep waiting for, like, pausing my life. Like, I'm abstinent right now, and I've been abstinent for, I think this will be the third or fourth year. And this isn't the first time that I've went abstinent. The first time I did it, it was because I was in a horrible relationship, and it was abusive, like physically, mentally, emotionally. It just wasn't right. And I stayed in it for like 4 or 5 years. And I told myself, I was just like, if I can stay in a relationship like that, I cannot love myself. So how can I expect anyone to love me? Go to Uncle Chris. Just go. Lulu. Okay. Axel just broke my... Oh, he just broke my thing. But I told myself that I cannot love myself if I am allowing myself to stay in a situation like that. So I wanted to take time off to love me. And in the midst of that, yeah, can you he breaking stuff. Go with London. Jump over it. Go with London. But he knocked down everything. I don't know. Excuse the lighting now, because he knocked down this one. But yeah, I told myself that I couldn't possibly love myself if I was willing to have a guy treat me how he did. And so it was only supposed to be for a year. A year turned into 5 years. So and then I broke it for my for this guy, trash. And then I went on another cleanse. And then I met my ex that passed away, and I broke it for him because that was a serious relationship. And so I really felt like that was leading to marriage, and so that's why I did break it for him or whatever. But unfortunately, he passed away. That's that. But yeah, I wanted to do Vlogmas to show other females that, yeah, you're single, but hold on, there we go. But yeah, I did Vlogmas because I just wanted to show girls, women, anybody, that, you know, you can have fun and you don't have to wait for what you think is like what state you're supposed to be in to have fun. I wanted to show, yes, I'm single, but I'm still gonna do this. I'm just gonna show my single life. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Also, with 2022, I want to be more consistent. I do. I really feel like there should be no reason why I'm not like busy. Okay, there should be no reason why I'm not busy. There should be no reason why I'm not able to get any brand deals or like be invited places. There should be no reason, like, at all. None. And so I'm going to work on being consistent. I'm going to work on that, just showing up as the person that I want or whatever. And I got this spray, the spray glue. She that girl. But yeah, I just want to be better. I want to grow. I was trying to do, be consistent with like my TikTok, but so I have an Android phone and I have a iMac computer, and every time I would edit a video to be uploaded, it used to be able to send over, I download it and upload it, but here lately it wasn't hitting. Another thing that I struggle with, can we say it's a struggle? I guess, yeah, is I stand in my own way. When I tell you, when I went to clear out, because I wanted to start fresh for this year, so I cleared out all of my old videos. When I tell you, I will literally record, I will literally edit, and then while I'm editing a video, I don't like how this looks, so I won't upload it. I literally will stand in my own way, and I want to stop doing that, because just because I probably don't like it doesn't mean that other people won't appreciate it or whatever. So I just want to get out of my own way and just go for things, and stop talking myself out of things, because I could possibly be talking myself out of a blessing. So that's one thing I'm going to stop doing, and just get out of my own way and just have fun with this. Stop overthinking things and just do it. Okay, just do it. Like Nike, just do it. But like, for example, one thing that I talk myself out of, every year I do a vision board. It was right before the pandemic, so probably like in 2019. I was just like, okay, every time I do a vision board and I upload it onto social media, everybody always say, oh, Bree, next time you do a vision board, let me know, so we can do it together, like all this stuff, right? And so I was just like, okay, well, if people keep asking, then let me just have a vision board party. When I tell y'all, I went all out for this vision board party. I went all out. Like, I had bought like this venue. It was from like this black woman. She just started an event space, and I just wanted to support her. And I'm not going to, I mean, the event space, it was beautiful. Only downside is the type of lights that she had. So it was like this big long event space, one level, but it was long, and it had like 3 rows of lights, and each row had their own switch or whatever. And so you turned on the switch, and then over time they warmed up and got bright. So when I first got there, I didn't know that, and then I had texted her. I was just like, hey, what's going on with the lights? They're not turning on or whatever. Because when I had walked to the back, the lights in the back was motion sensed, so I just thought all of the lights were motion sensed. And so she was just like, oh, you have to turn on the lights, you have to flip up all the lights, and then they warm up or whatever. Within like 10 minutes they'll warm up and they'll be bright. And I said, oh, okay. So the event had started. I had turned on all the lights. The first 2 rows, which, like, if you were walking by, you would see all the way through, but the first 2 rows were the ones that was closest to the windows. So if you were walking by, it looked like either the place was closed or they were closing, because the lights wasn't on. And so I only light that came on was the 3rd row. The 3rd row was the one that was like towards the back. It wasn't near any of the windows, and it wasn't bright enough for it to project to make the place look like light all over, if you get what I'm saying. So everybody, my phone was going dead, and I'm once I'm busy and stuff like that, I put my phone down and I like to be in the moment. That could be like a rookie move on me or whatever. I should have handed my phone to somebody so somebody could have had it and would have been texting people. But I just left it in the bag and I left it on the charger. And when I went to the bathroom, I had checked my phone, and this was probably like, I had rented this event space out for like 3 hours. This is probably like an hour and some odd minutes after it had all started, and I was like kind of mad because like only like at this point 3 people had showed up, and I'm like, what is really going on? And so I had checked my phone, and I had all of these text messages, all of these calls. Everybody was like, we rode by and it looked like it was closed. Did we miss it? What's going on? Answer your phone. Da 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 this, da 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 that. And I'm calling people, rightfully so. They was just like, we already back home, or we're already downtown eating, or we're not coming back. All of this stuff or whatever. And so I was like irritated because y'all, I bought. So the plan, I had like 3 different like price points for the event. A $5 price point that would have got you a vision, like a blank poster board, and the drink special or whatever. And then it was $10. The $10 would have got you the poster board, 2 tickets for the drink special, and something else. And then it was a $15 one, and that would have got you the poster board, 4 tickets for the drink special, a bottle of wine, and something else. And then I had bought all of this food, okay, all of this food for the place. And then I had the place was like 3 something. Yeah, it was like 3 something. The DJ was $150. The bartender was $200. And like, I paid attention to details so much, like, and so I got so many magazines from all of the nail salons all around. And then I bought all of this food. I had 3 drink specials that like I came up with names for and everything. Like, when I tell y'all, only about 10 people showed up. Thank goodness. Like, out of the 10 people that showed up, all of them, I'm gonna say they felt bad for me. All of them paid for the $15 one, and then like my close friends and stuff like that, they gave me like $20 or whatever to help with like the food, the DJ, and all of that or whatever. And so like I was out to like altogether, I think when I did the math, I spent like a little over $1,000 for this event. And yeah. So I was just irritated about that. And for this year, what I wanted to do in December, like for 3 weeks each Saturday, I wanted to have like a girls event, like, well, a woman's event. And I wanted to do it on Zoom, and I just wanted to do like different themes. But I was like in my head, because I'm like, who's gonna show up for that? Like, no one's gonna pay $10 to have fun on Zoom. Like, I really just be in my own way. But yes, I was gonna charge $10, and the $10 what you will get is a mailed out box. And in that box, so like for the first event, I wanted to do cocktails and canvases. And so instead of painting on actual canvases, I wanted to do paint on a wine glass. And so in the box, it was gonna have your drink of choice, and then paint, and then the wine glass, and then we were just gonna paint whatever you wanted to paint. We were just gonna paint the wine glass or whatever. Then second week, I wanted to do, what was the second week? I think the second week was the vision board party. That's how I had it planned out. Do the vision board, all of that. and that would have been a $10 box that would have came with all of your stuff and all of that. And then the third week, I wanted to have like a Christmas party, and in that one it would have been your choice of having either cookies for you to decorate, or you to decorate, it was cookies, or I forget what the second one is, but it was like some type of dessert, and we were just gonna decorate the dessert, have fun, play Christmas music, play some little games. Like I even went out to Target. I had bought this one, what is the game? It's like when you guess the what is that game? Is when you guess, like, what is that called when they be like LOL? Is that an acronym? No, that's not an acronym. What is that called? I don't know. But it was like guess to something. Well, I feel slow for not knowing what that is called, but I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head what that's called. You know, like guess what LOL means. Guess what IKYFL means, you know, stuff like that. I had bought that game for us to play, and I didn't do it. I had asked a whole bunch of friends if they would be interested. They all said they would, but I was just like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to buy all of this stuff, and people don't sign up for it, and then I'll be on a Zoom meeting by myself. So I didn't do it. I want to do it for Valentine's Day. I want to have like a Galentine's Day for like all of the single females, and I want to do it on Zoom and just all have fun. I send out like a little box to them, but I just be in my own way, and I just be like, girl, who really gonna do that? That do not sound fun. But yeah, so far this is all that I'm gonna do for this video, because I have 3 things that I have printed off. They're on the printer, and I want to keep those a secret right now. I don't want to show my whole card, my whole deck of cards, not just yet, you know. I am the type of person where I feel like it's best to keep some things to yourself, because you never know. Just because a person sounds excited for you doesn't mean they really are excited. So it is drying right now, so I'm gonna show it real quick what it looks like, and I'll explain everything. So right here it says travel plus leisure, but I do want to travel more. I have a whole passport, and when COVID hit, before COVID hit, I was supposed to be booked, okay, stamped out, all of that, stamps coming off of the stamps, all of that. But I only got like 4 stamps, so I do want to get back to traveling safely. And then right here it is a picture of a group of strong Black women. I just want to surround myself around people that is growing, that I can grow with, grow from, that I can learn from. We can all encourage each other, and it also represents like natural hair. Like I feel like the natural hair community right now is like but I want to, I don't know, I feel like it just needs some TLC right now. Something. And then I got that house that I showed you guys. Again, I love that house, and I want that house to be my house. And then I have take a moment, and that just means, you know, if you need another mental break, have another mental break. Like, don't overthink anything. Don't be embarrassed, because I was embarrassed to ask for my mental break. And then I have a couple that is out on, it looks like a a winery. That's what it looks like. But I want to just be open to love. I was closed off for a minute, but I just want to be open, receive it, and all of that. I'm just open. I have a funny story that I'll wait to tell that, but I have a funny story about being open and shooting shots basically. And then it says brands on here, and so with that just means I'm taking that as two things: me building a brand and myself, and being more vocal and being more open, all of that, and then working with brands. And so I have a few on here that I ultimately want to work with, I would love to work with. And then I have another one on here that just says, that is just meaning like being open to work with more than the brands that I have pictured on here. But like the major one is Savage Fenty. I really want to work with her. Like, I need a deal, Ruby. Like, that's my goal. I really want to be one of her ambassadors. So yeah, that's my goal. And then it's next to, so where all of those, where it talks about branding me and all of that, it's a little saying right here that says manifest your greatness. And I just want to be great. I just want to show up as the person that I want to be, so that way you guys can see me as her, and hopefully love her, because I love her. But yeah, I just, on this next journey, and I can say next because I'm about to be 30 in like 4 months, and I just want to do whatever makes Brie happy and whatever that fulfills me. And it's so crazy because when you think of happy, you're like, just be happy, but it takes a lot just to be happy. And so I am on that quest of just being happy. So yes, this is my vision board. You didn't see all of it. Like, one picture I guess I can tell you about is I've been doing research. I want to start doing stocks. So I've been studying all of that. That's one. Me being off, like, let me be so vulnerable right now. Me being off, I've been off of work for 4 weeks now, and thank God I'm like great with my money, and I'm very big on saving, because I have not got paid from work. Hopefully they back pay me, but as of right now, they have not paid me of the 4 weeks going on 5 weeks that I've been out of work. And so I'm just happy, and I'm just blessed that I've been able, I was smart. I've been saving for a long time. I've just been saving. So hopefully they pay me back so I can put that money back into my savings, because I have, as Clarence would say, I have broke beep mentality. And yes, I have money saved, but I'm terrified of being broke. I'm terrified of being homeless. I'm just terrified of all of that. So I save like crazy, and I don't spend anything. So yeah, so that just made me realize that I need to have multiple streams of income, because when you don't have one and it determines your way of living, that sucks. But if I would have positioned myself a long time ago to have multiple streams of income, I wouldn't have cared. So yes, this break has really blessed me, because it was an eye-opener. So yes, that is my video. Hopefully you guys did a vision board as well. Let me know down below, and you know, cheers to 2022. So going forward, we are going to embrace whatever stage in life that we're on. We're not gonna look to the left or to the right wondering what they doing over there. We just gonna focus on ourselves. We are not going to think we have to have a certain thing in order to do whatever or achieve whatever in life. Just do it. Here's to all of the success that you can handle. Here's to be booked and busy. Here's to being all of that, okay? Doing work that you enjoy, not work that you have to do. But you know, if you have to do it, then you have to do it. But hopefully everything that you do pays off. And let's just enjoy not getting in our way this year, or letting whatever happens happen, putting ourselves out there more, you know, shooting our shot. And even if, you know, it goes in, but you, like, even if the basketball goes in the hoop but you still don't win the game, that's okay. That is okay. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. See you later. Here's to 2022. And now everybody is going crazy. Bye guys.